Let's jump straight into it. These are the top 10 tips that I wish I knew when I started DayZ. Tip number 1. The fastest way to make a fire is with a piece of paper, which you can get from an ammo box, or with bark and a lighter. All you do is light the piece of paper or bark, and then take some short sticks and throw it on top of the fire. This is a lot easier than making a fire starter and going out and getting bark. But of course, if you don't have those things, then you're going to have to create a fire starter. Tip number 2, the fire needs to be at least 300 degrees in order to thaw food, frozen food. So if you're playing on the mosque where all of the food is frozen, you're going to need to have the fire at least 300 degrees before it starts to do anything. And I believe it's the same with damp clothing as well. Tip number 3, the sledgehammer is the best melee weapon in the game. This is because you can light swing with the sledgehammer and it'll stun lock a zombie, so swing away. Tip number 4, your in-game voice chat can alert zombies. Sup, bitches? So if you're shouting in game, aka level 3 speaking volume in game, this will alert zombies that are near you. Tip number 5, trapping zombies. Sometimes you get a lot of zombies on you, and the best way to get rid of them is just trap them in a house. So run to your nearest house or building and the zombies will follow. Now you can get trapped by the zombies because there'll be so many, they'll trap you against the wall. And the way you get out of this is you do a heavy attack and it'll knock one of the zombies back, which will create an opening for you. Sometimes, not all the time, but most of the time this will get you out of a sticky situation and you can sprint out the door and be okay. But it won't protect you against guys with bows and arrows. Hey. And this motherfucker came out of nowhere. First time I ever got killed by somebody with a bow and arrow making this video. Tip number 6, you can go under walls almost instantly by going prone as you're running up to the wall and then stand up as soon as you go through the wall. This allows you to get past walls quicker if you're running away from somebody or you just don't want to get caught rolling under the wall. Tip number 6, put your preferred weapon that you want to pull out the fastest on your left shoulder. Weapons that you put on your left shoulder will be equipped slightly faster than a weapon that's on the right shoulder. Tip number 7, keybinds. This is for PC players, and this is preference. But personally, I believe that your lean left and lean right should be keybind to where your thumb can sit on them, because you want to be able to walk right while you're leaning right and walk left while you're leaning left. And keybinding your strafes or your peaks to V and B allow you to do this. So you'll be able to walk left and peek left at the same time. Leaning like that in game can be really valuable and can help you get some kills. Tip number 8, meleeing zombies. And this will come to you over time, but generally it helps if you block and let the zombie hit first and then hold shift or whatever your power attack keybind is. Power attack, it'll stun the zombie, and then you can slightly move forward and do another power attack and just keep doing this until eventually the zombie dies. That's the best way to stun lock a zombie. Tip number 9, if you're playing on a cold map like the mosque and you need gloves, face mask, or a headpiece, you can make that out of rags. And if you can't find rags and you got a knife, you can use a knife to cut up shirts. And this will give you rags, which will allow you to make said items. Tip number 10, be careful using rags that you cut up from shirts, because if they're not disinfected, you can get sick from it. But if you do get sick, all you need is some alcohol and you can cure yourself, or disinfectant spray. Hope these helped, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.